Coming up next on the Jeff Crilley Show, we're going to meet two of the driving forces behind the Hendrick Scholarship Foundation. They're going to talk about the mission of this wonderful nonprofit. Next.
Many are predicting that the worst is yet to come, which is unfortunate, said one person here. Until now, they've enjoyed the reputation of being the nation's icebox.
Watched a burglar in his home this morning by webcam.
As a journalist of over 25 years, stories are what make my world turn.
Reporting live from the Dallas newsroom tonight, Jeff Crilley, Fox 4 News.
But in 2008, I took the jump from my familiar life and started a PR firm from my home.
We're talking about anyone with a camcorder like the one I'm using becomes a television network.
We started slowly growing the company, and we now have over 100 clients, and we've branched into the world of live digital broadcasting. I now own 8 different TV studios and have a huge team, and the stories that I now get to share are sometimes the most important of my life. Life has a funny way of coming around full circle. This is the Jeff Crilley Show.
My wife and I are proud residents of the great city of Plano, Texas, and one of the reasons Plano is such a great place to live is because it's so philanthropic. People are so generous there, and I can't think of a better place to put a spotlight on than the Hendrick Scholarship Foundation. Joining us right now, Marta Lilly. She is the executive director, and Craig Perry. He is on the board president. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thanks for having us.
Awesome. Let's start with you, Marta. Tell us about the history of the Hendrick Scholarship Foundation.
Great, thank you. Hendrick Scholarship Foundation is 32 years old right now. We were named after Dr. Wayne Hendrick, who was the superintendent for Plano ISD for 30 years. Dr. Hendrick started when Plano was all farm country and was continuous with the school district up until the point when Plano started being noticed as one of the best places to live in the U.S. Dr. Hendrick was a firm believer that any student who wanted to go to college should be able to go, and that resources, especially financial resources, should not be a reason to hold them back from that. So the foundation was formed in his honor when he retired to make sure that the students within Plano ISD would have a chance to go to college and not have to worry about the financial burden.
So, Craig, let's bring you in on this, because a lot of people will look at the best places to live list and the most affluent communities, and Plano is a very affluent community, but unnoticed is some of the struggles. So there is poverty in Plano.
No doubt about it. And in fact, out of the 3 high schools that our students come from, we have Plano East, Plano, and Plano West. The majority of our students come from Plano West, which surprised a lot of people because they think that that's the most affluent, but it's a mix of demographics there.
Sure. More on that in just a minute. We found a wonderful overview video. Let's go ahead and roll that.
I was living by myself. I had gotten emancipated recently. I didn't talk to my parents at the time, and I was very nervous because my whole life I knew that I wanted to, be a first generation and go to college, and I didn't know how I was going to do that because I didn't have anything. I didn't have the money, I didn't have the funds. I kind of less and less each day saw me going to college as realistic.
What the Hendrick Scholarship Foundation does is it gives you a bunch of support services. It basically guides you. They offer workshops, tutors, coaches.
Hendrick impacted me by allowing me to be more confident and fearless in what I do.
The people leading us and guiding us and that has built this scholarship for us, they're nothing but, inspired and nothing but hopeful for us.
It just made me feel really nice to know that if these people see something in me, that I have to actually start believing in myself to become successful.
I think Hendrick is family.
Every day they're like, you can do this, I believe in you, you're gonna make a change.
Without this program, I would still be a mess. But because of this program, I'm actually happy for the first time in my life. I know I'm gonna be successful in the future because I have all these amazing people to support me and motivate me.
More than just the pretty girl, I want to be the smart girl. And they've helped me see that I am that smart girl. So, thank you.
Now, Marta, you've been involved for about 3 years. Tell us about your favorite story so far.
My favorite story so far was when one of our young men graduated a year or so ago, and he got a wonderful job in electrical engineering with AT&T, and he got his first paycheck. And he was just in awe. He called to let us know, and he said, "I've never seen this much money before in my life." And he was so happy and so excited. Of course, our first response was, let's sit down and figure out how your benefits work before you start spending all that money. So, but definitely, it's to see the success of the program and to see it when they come back and tell you that. It's definitely, it's worth everything we do.
Well, I don't know if you can catch it on camera, but Marta kind of tears up when she talks about this. I can't imagine a more, blessed place to work than where you guys get to volunteer your time. So, Craig, bring me back into this. One of the big fundraisers each year is called TASTE.
Correct.
Okay, tell us about TASTE.
Well, TASTE is just an awesome opportunity to bring about 350 to 400 attendees and experience about a dozen or so select restaurants that are located within Plano or within PISD boundaries. And it's held at the Mercedes-Benz of Plano. An upcoming event will be on March 7th. We're really excited about that, and we've already secured John Tisar's Knife Steakhouse in Plano. They're coming back for the third year now. We've got Craftway Kitchen coming back. We've got Bella Green coming back, and several others. So it's a really exciting opportunity and an opportunity to experience different restaurants, and yet help us raise money and funds for the scholarships.
Absolutely. I know you're always looking for ticket sales and sponsorship dollars as well. And we will give the website in a minute so people can donate. I've also found a wonderful video, and I want you to set this up before we roll it. What is this video we're about to show?
So each year we have a graduation party for our graduates. And last year we had 20 graduates. This past year we had about 5. And it's a party to celebrate not only the students, but their coaches. Our coaches stay with our students through all 4 to 6 to 8 years, however long it takes them to get that undergraduate degree. So it's a celebration for both of them. And and you'll hear in their voices how long it's taken some of them to get there. But it's truly that. It's graduation, it's celebration of all that Hendrick encompasses. It brings it all together.
Awesome. Let's go ahead and roll the video.
These were some of the first names. Some of you have been with me all of those years, which is some of your 4+ more years. So I've gotten, this is kind of an emotional thing for me. You know, you feel like they're my kids, you know. So it is so exciting because I'm sharing in the joy that you have for finishing this program, for finishing and getting your degree, and excited for the things that are to come.
I've been with Hendrick for a long time, and I've loved every minute of it. They've supported me through everything I've went through. I'm sorry. I just never thought I would get here in this point in my life, and without you guys I probably wouldn't have. So I really thank you, and I can't be any more grateful to you guys.
First, I just want to say thank you. And I thank Hendrick for the unique program that they created with the mentors. I definitely wouldn't have made it without the mentors. There's so many times that I wanted to just change my email or just disappear because I wanted to give up. Being the first person to do something like this in my family, it was hard. And having mentors there, it made a difference, and I'm extremely grateful for it. So.
My heart is filled with such gratitude to be here, and for those of you who are coaches, mentors, for those of you who are investing in this program with your financial allocation, just thank you. You know, because you're not just sending someone to college, but you really are changing the lineage of someone's life, and because of this program, you know, I'm gonna get to tell my kids about it. I'm going to get to encourage kids to look into this program if they qualify, and, you know, Lord willing, that Hendrick will be able to help them out too.
Well, I definitely want to start by saying thank you to all the sponsors
anonymous donors, you know, everybody. I've been with Hendrick since 2016. I still remember my first interview and stuff and how nervous I was, but I definitely wouldn't have made it like this far without Hendrick and everybody's support along the way. So I just want to say thank you.
Wow, I got goosebumps. And Marta, you were telling me that all over the stage are Kleenex boxes?
Yes. Yes.
For obvious reasons.
Yes.
Well, I know you guys can't do this without the generous support of a great board and your sponsors. So, Marta, I want to give you a chance to thank people who are on your heart.
Okay. Well, a special thank you to the Hendrick board. We are a working board. Everyone on our board does work hard. We have a very, very small staff, and we aren't able to accomplish the great things we do without them. And they come from all areas, community volunteers, local corporations. And the local corporations, of course, will match a lot of the donations. And so we have a special thank you to Toyota and PepsiCo, and also our annual sponsors. We have two of those. One is SFMG Wealth Advisors. They spend a lot of time and money with us, and we truly appreciate all their support. And also the Brett Atkins Foundation. It's another scholarship foundation, but they do support a lot of our scholars as well. And then we also have Texas Health Resources and Lone Star Legal Resources that help support us.
Wow. And those are some very prominent companies, so congratulations for attracting that kind of power. Craig, you were making the point a minute ago about the coaching that you guys provide. Talk more about that, please.
Well, that's really our secret sauce. There's a lot of organizations out there that provide scholarships. Excuse me. Our scholarships go directly to the college or the university that the student attends. But in addition to that, every student is assigned a mentor or coach, and it's with them for their entire time in college. So that's what makes us so special, and I think that's why our success rate is so high.
Absolutely. And Marta, I want to give you a chance to just ask for donations, and you guys need sponsors right now.
We do. We need donations all the time. A scholarship right now is $20,000. We have a lot of people who are willing to commit to the full 20 and pay it out over 4 or 5 years. And then, of course, with TASTE being right around the corner, we're always looking for sponsors for that. It is truly a party with a purpose, and it is an incredible, fun event, but there's 450 people who attend. So both great opportunities.
Outstanding. Well, thank you both for coming on the show. We're going to end with the website, which is hendrickscholarship.org. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you,
for
Jeff.
having us.
Appreciate it.
That's it for now. We'll see you next time.